Hello, welcome back to Poor People News. I'm here with my co-anchor Helen, here to get you caught up on national news.
So great to see you all. We've got a lot to catch up on here. So let's first look back at the counter. The government has been shut down for a total of 448 days. What does this mean? Well, the FDA has been unable to test any new foods for safety, so there's been quite the outbreak of salmonella.
Sadly, for those afflicted, Medicaid and Medicare has been on hold as well as due to a lack of federal funding. Ironically, the areas most affected by the stunning lack of regulation are in the deep southern states, where Trump maintains an 84% approval rating.
Great thing that they can't come up north though, because all modes of public transportation, including airports and naval ports, have been closed due to the lack of government personnel. The salmonella epidemic really hit our TSA agents and air traffic controllers pretty hard.
We'd be sending our prayers, but postage is too expensive and the U.S. Postal Service won't accept exposure as payment.
Which strikes a chord with many Americans who reported in a recent Gallup poll that any form of payment is acceptable due to the all-time high poverty levels and the unemployment reaching 50%.
Reports from our border states down south show the Mexican military police have been sent to stop American refugees from entering the country, which holds many privatized blue-collar jobs.
One such refugee has agreed to join us today. This former TSA agent was turned down at the border last month.
Welcome, Karen.
Hello!
Let's cut right to it. How long did you remain at work before you realized that the shutdown was not going to end?
I stayed at work for a week. After that, I began calling in sick. I did that for almost 2 months before phone lines started going out since no one was there to repair them.
And did you then try to find a new line of work?
Yes, I did, but so did everyone else. Even private companies are affected by the government. Without a stable economy, no one wants to invest in the country. So jobs are being yanked to other countries, which was why I wanted to try my luck in Mexico.
How were you received at the Mexican border?
I couldn't get in the country. Their government didn't want immigrants flooding in, so I was turned away at the border. You know, I understand that sentiment. I voted for President Trump in the primaries, but as we got closer to the election, I began to see through his lies. I didn't end up voting at all.
Thank you for your insights.
And thank you for joining us.
Even though you won't be hearing any of this because the government's maintenance of infrastructure was labeled as a non-essential job.